Would you live in the shadow of a volcano? It sounds crazy, but some people actually choose to. This video explores the risks and rewards of living near an active volcano, uncovering why some choose to live on the edge. Imagine waking up every morning to the sight of a towering, smoking mountain just outside your window. For millions of people around the world, this isn't just a wild fantasy, it's their daily reality. From the lush slopes of Mount Vesuvius in Italy to the fiery peaks of Hawaii's Big Island, communities have sprung up and thrived in the shadow of nature's most explosive forces. But why would anyone willingly put themselves in harm's way? The answer, as it turns out, is as complex and multifaceted as the volcanoes themselves. For some, it's a matter of cultural heritage and deep-rooted connections to ancestral lands. These communities have lived alongside their volatile neighbors for generations, developing a profound respect and understanding of the volcanic landscape. Take, for example, the people of Bali in Indonesia. The island is home to several active volcanoes, including the famous Mount Agung. Despite periodic eruptions and evacuations, many Balinese refuse to abandon their homes permanently. They believe the volcanoes are sacred, housing the spirits of their ancestors and gods. Spiritual connection outweighs the potential dangers in their minds. Others are drawn to volcanic regions for more practical reasons. Volcanic soil is incredibly fertile, enriched by minerals from past eruptions. This makes areas around volcanoes prime agricultural land, capable of supporting bountiful crops and lush vegetation. In places like Sicily, where Mount Etna looms large, vineyards and orchards flourish on the volcano's slopes, producing some of the most sought-after wines and fruits in the world. The economic benefits extend beyond agriculture, too, as many volcanic areas have become hotspots for tourism, attracting thrill-seekers and nature enthusiasts from around the globe. Towns and cities near volcanoes often develop thriving hospitality industries, hotels, restaurants, and tour companies catering to visitors eager to witness the raw power of these geological wonders up close. But let's not sugarcoat it. Living near an active volcano comes with very real and potentially deadly risks. Volcanic eruptions can unleash a terrifying array of hazards: searing lava flows, choking ash clouds, poisonous gases, and devastating mudslides. The 1883 eruption of Krakatoa in Indonesia, for instance, killed over 36,000 people and altered global climate patterns for years. More recently, the 2018 eruption of Kilauea on Hawaii's Big Island destroyed hundreds of homes and forced thousands to evacuate. The emotional and financial toll on affected communities was immense, with many residents losing everything they owned in a matter of days. So how do people cope with this constant threat hanging over their heads? The key lies in preparation, education, and resilience. Many volcanic regions have sophisticated monitoring systems in place, using a combination of seismometers, gas detectors, and satellite imagery to track volcanic activity and predict potential eruptions. Local governments and emergency services work tirelessly to develop and refine evacuation plans, ensuring that residents know exactly what to do when danger strikes. Regular drills and community education programs help keep everyone alert and ready to act at a moment's notice. But perhaps the most crucial factor is the incredible adaptability and resilience of the human spirit. People living in volcanic zones often develop a unique outlook on life, a blend of respect for nature's power, acceptance of uncertainty, and determination to thrive despite the challenges. Take Maria, a lifelong resident of Naples, Italy, living in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius. When asked why she stays despite the volcano's infamous history, she smiles and says, "This is my home. The volcano is part of who we are." Yes, it's dangerous, but so is crossing the street in the city center. We choose to focus on the beauty and the life it brings, not just the potential for destruction. This sentiment is echoed by many who call volcanic regions home. They speak of a deep connection to the land, a sense of awe at the raw power of nature, and a fierce pride in their ability to coexist with such a formidable force. Of course, not everyone shares this perspective. As our understanding of volcanic hazards grows and climate change potentially increases volcanic activity in some areas, there's an ongoing debate about the wisdom of allowing communities to remain in higher risk zones. Some argue that governments should implement stricter zoning laws or even consider relocating entire towns away from the most dangerous areas. Others counter that such measures would destroy centuries-old communities and unique cultural heritage. The reality is that there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Each volcanic region presents its own unique set of challenges and opportunities. What works for a small island community might not be feasible for a densely populated urban area. As we look to the future, the relationship between humans and volcanoes will likely continue to evolve. Advances in technology may improve our ability to predict eruptions and mitigate their impacts. Climate change could alter volcanic activity patterns, potentially making some areas more volatile while others become more stable. One thing is certain: as long as there are active volcanoes, there will be people drawn to live near them. Whether motivated by cultural ties, economic opportunities, or simply a sense of adventure, these individuals remind us of humanity's remarkable ability to adapt and thrive in even the most challenging environments. So, the next time you see footage of a smoking volcano on the news, remember that for some, that imposing peak isn't just a distant threat. It's home. And while the risks are undeniable, so too are the rewards of living in such a dynamic and awe-inspiring landscape. Would you have the courage to make a volcano your neighbor? It's a question that doesn't have an easy answer. But for those who do choose to live on the edge, life in the shadow of a volcano is a constant reminder of both nature's power and human resilience. As we've seen, the decision to call a volcanic region home is deeply personal, shaped by a complex interplay of culture, economics, and individual values. Whether you view it as an act of bravery or folly, there's no denying the fascinating stories of those who choose to make their lives alongside these slumbering giants.